Okay, students, today we are going to start with the topic solubility product. Okay, solubility product is very, very important and most frequently asked in the examination. But due to lack of practice, due to lack of the clear concepts, people are not able to understand. So, in this class, it is A to Z of the solubility product. Okay, here we are going to study the theory also. Here we are going to study model questions also and advanced topic like simultaneous solubility. Okay. People stop studying after solubility product and common ion effect only. But that common ion effect is common to everybody. In this session, we are also going to start with simultaneous solubility question solving tricks. We are going to start question solving tricks of the simultaneous solubility. So try to be attentive and make a proper notes and practice well in this topic. Let's start with the session. So don't forget to watch till the last. Okay. I hope all of you will like this session. I hope. Okay. And it will be interesting. It is going to be interesting. Okay. Here solubility is maximum amount of solute. Okay, what are the things available? It can be in grams, it can be in moles. If it is in grams, what we are doing? Grams is to be converted into what? Moles. Okay, further divided by the molecular mass, then you will get the moles. Okay, and whatever the maximum moles we can dissolve in 1 liter is called as a solubility. So what do you say about the units of solubility? Solubility units will be either mole per liter or it can be gram per liter. But comfortable unit, most preferred unit is what? Mole per liter. And when you multiply the concentrations of all existing ions in the given salt or given solution, that is which type of solution? Saturated solution only you have to take. What you have to take? Saturated solution, and solute must be sparingly soluble. So at saturation containing sparingly soluble solute denoted with the double arrow, that is reversible arrow, that time KSP is concentration, product of the concentration of all ions. In this example, we have taken only 2 ions. Further, I am going to give you some more example. There you will understanding will be some more clarified. Okay. Okay, here are some examples. Here are some examples how to write the solubility product. As I told you, I have taken a simple example for the formula sake. Okay, solubility product is product of ionic concentration. Any type of ions present, they must be multiplied. Product means here not reactant product. Here product means multiplying. Okay, multiply wala product. Okay, there are two types of products. Okay, how is your product working? That is different. Understood? So product of the 2 into 3, that wala product is here. Understood? So AlCl3 is a sparingly soluble. We can confirm by the reversible arrow used over here. Okay, but 1 mole of AlCl3 will liberate 1 mole of aluminium 3 plus. At the same time, it will liberate 3 moles of, how many moles of? 3 moles of chlorine will be liberated. You should make sure, because this is going to affect our complete calculation. One small mistake you make, it is going to affect your complete score. AlCl3 on dissociation gives 1 mole of aluminium, 3 moles of Cl minus. Okay. So as it is said product, here this is product of what type of ion are there? Aluminium 3 plus is there, chlorine minus is there to the power of 3. Okay. So that is KSP of AlCl3 is equal to concentration of aluminium 3 plus and concentration of Cl minus to the power of 3. Don't forget to write this coefficient as power. Okay. Now let us take sometimes. See, this is the question where most of the students are committing mistake. Okay. But being a student of Chem, being a student of Chem, these type of blunders you are not supposed to do. This CrO4 complete, it is called as chromate. This is called as a complex. What is this called as? Complex ions. Okay. So ions are further divided into two types. Okay. What are those? Not based upon the charge. They are based upon the, not based upon the charge, they are based upon the type. Okay. First one is called as a elementary, which elementary ion. Okay. Second one is called as a complex ion. Second one is called as a complex ion. Okay. So during discussion, lot of things will be coming. So elementary ion like Cl minus is a elementary ion. But same Cl, when it is associated with 4 moles of oxygen, this will become complex ion. This will become elementary ion. Is it understood? So that these two will not be separated. This total, it is one entity. Okay, CrO4 2 minus, but 2 silver plus will be separate. So 2 Ag plus. Is it understood? So Ksp solubility product is equal to Ag plus, again see, this is there, that's why it is on the power. This is not there, there is no power. Okay. Whatever the coefficient in the balanced chemical equation, it must be reflected in the Ksp formula as exponent. Okay. So I think all of you understood now. Okay. Now let us go for the next slide. Okay. Next topic is condition for precipitation. Okay. So whether a given solution, whether a given solution will precipitate or not, how you will come to know? There are certain conditions. Okay. Here there is a term, there is a formula, there is a representation called as a QSP. Okay, QSP is called as a ionic product. What it is called as? Ionic product. Okay, and there is no separate formula for the QSP. That the given condition, ions concentration you will multiply. Okay, so then you will get what? Q or QSP. Okay, either you will get QSP or sometimes it is called as a K, sorry, Q. Okay, now there is, for every given salt or given substance, this Ksp is fixed at fixed temperature. Ksp is what? Fixed. Okay. At what temperature? At fixed temperature. At fixed temperature. Once you change the temperature, then only that Ksp will be changing. Okay. So Ksp is fixed at fixed temperature. Understood? And you have dissolved. So whether it will precipitate or not precipitate without carrying out experiment, if you want, find out what is the concentration of ion A and what is the concentration of ion B. You will multiply, then you will get Q. Okay. Now you will compare the Q with what? KSP. KSP either it will be given. Okay. So if our calculated Q or QSP is less than the given KSP, that means unsaturated. That means we can still add some more solute. What we can do? We can add some more solute to the given solvent. Understood? That is unsaturated solution. Your QSP, this is theoretically I am asking, I am telling. Practically, if you are doing, automatically precipitate will form and you will understand. Okay. So once you are not able to do the experiment just by sitting, you wanted to confirm, then this is the procedure we will adopt. So our calculated Q comes out to be more than the given KSP, then precipitate will form. When QSP is equal to KSP, that means what does it mean? It is saturated solution. What it is? It is saturated. There is no problem with the saturation. Is that understood? Make a note of this. Okay, so we have sufficient theory, and again we are going to have some more theory. But in between you should practice the questions. Okay, keep on learning the concept will not do. Okay, so let us see question. Equal volumes of 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8 molarity BaCl2, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 molarity Na2SO4 are mixed. Is there any precipitate formed? If KSP of BaSO4, if KSP is given means there is chance of precipitation of BaSO4 only. So when our QSP or Q is greater than this, that means there will be precipitate. Otherwise, there won't be any precipitate. The question is it understood? So now we will find out the Q of concentration of barium 2 plus, okay, and concentration of SO4 2 minus, okay. Then we will compare this Q. We will compare this Q with the KSP. Understood? Now barium, who is giving us barium? This is giving us barium, okay. So here there is a dangerous word. What is the dangerous word? Equal volumes. Equal volumes is a silent killer. Okay. So silent killer because it will kill your marks without knowing. Okay. So here barium, whatever the concentration of BaCl2, same number of barium you are going to get. So 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8, but divided by 2. Now question should arise, sir, why it is 2? Because equal volumes. So when 1 liter added to another 1 liter, total volume will become 2 liter. So volume doubled, concentration will decrease. Okay. So this is the concentration of Ba2 plus after mixing. This is the concentration of barium after mixing. Sulfate. Sulfate we are getting from the sodium sulfate. So its concentration is going to be this one. Okay. So 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Again equal volumes. Therefore divided by 2. Now it is your duty to find out the concentration. Okay. But I am doing. So 10 to the power of minus 10. Okay. So here QSP is exactly equal to Q is exactly equal to KSP. Is that any mistake I have done? Is there any mistake I have done? No. Okay. So QSP is equal to KSP. That means there will be saturated solution. Saturated solution. So one saturated solution, that means no PPT. There won't be any PPT. Okay. Okay. Next question is related to common ion effect. Okay. Common ion effect, what is it and how it is going to affect their solubility, that is reflected and explained in this question. Okay. So PbI2 is a sparingly soluble. Okay. Whenever I teach this, then people ask, sir, how you will remember, sir, it is sparingly soluble. Simply, it is KSP is given or asked. Wherever KSP is given to you or they are asking KSP, that means that it is sparingly soluble. Okay. So PbI2 will give you Pb2 plus 2I minus. Okay. So solubility we have to find out. What we have to find out? Solubility. So I am writing it S and I am writing it S. Okay. So I am solving the first part and I will give you privilege to solve the second part after going through the solution of first part. Okay. So first part it is given Ki, and regarding the Ki, nowhere KSP is given, nowhere KSP is asked. Therefore, what I am doing, I am writing it Ki. Okay. Ki dissolves to form K plus I minus. See, here I have used single arrow. Single arrow means it is completely soluble. So whatever the point 1 is given, point 1 here, and it is 1, so 1 into. Here also 1, therefore it will be 1. Okay. Now for the PBI2, KSP formula will be, KSP is equal to concentration of PB2 plus into concentration of I minus to the power of 2. Sorry, here it was 2s. Okay. Concentration of I minus to the power of 2. Now, what is the concentration of Pb2 plus? It is S. What is it? It is only S. So, here it is S. But I am getting I from the both places. From how many places? Both places. So, I am getting I from the both places. Okay, that's why I will write both values. I will write the both values. Okay. 2s from the PBI2 and 0.1 from the KI. So this is what? But this is most important step. Okay. But 2s is very small in comparison to point 1 because it is coming from the completely soluble salt. It is coming from the sparingly soluble salt. Therefore, now KSP is equal to, so S, here you can neglect this 2S, okay? You can neglect this 2S. So I will be writing only point 1. Now my intention was very clear, solubility. Solubility is equal to KSP by point 0.1, okay? So KSP is how much? 7.1 into 10 to the power of minus 9 divided by this can be written as 10 to the power of minus 9. So 7.1 into 10 to the power of minus 8 is the answer. Solubility is equal to how much? 7.1 into 10 to the power of minus 8 is the answer. Okay. This is the first part of the question. Okay. Note down this. Then you will solve second part and then see my solution. Okay. Next topic. Second part you can try and solve. Okay. I hope all of you can do because difficult part I have done and the easy part I have given to you people. And because of your presence of smartness, you will be able to solve it. Okay. Next topic is simultaneous solubility. Okay. Simultaneous solubility is there when two sparingly soluble salts. Which for salts? Two sparingly soluble salt, and one more thing is that common ion also must be present. Both must be sparingly soluble and common ion must be present. Then solubility of both salt decreases. Solubility of both salt decreases because of common ion effect. That is called as a simultaneous solubility. Okay. Simultaneous solubility is decrease in solubility of sparingly soluble salts having common ion dissolved together. Okay. When they are dissolved together, then their both solubility will be decreasing. That is what called as a simultaneous solubility. Okay. Okay. Next, we are going to the next topic. Example. Example for the next topic are, this topic are, okay, this topic examples. Suppose AgCl and AgBr. Here both are sparingly soluble and first condition is satisfied and common ion. Here silver is also there, here also silver is there. So both are having common ion. So that's why it is meeting the both conditions of sparingly solubility. Okay. Suppose solubility AgCl is dissolved X moles. Okay. Then this will be X Actually, from here it will be X, here it will be X. But this is dissolved how many moles? Y moles. So Y moles it will give, X mole it will give. So both are together only. That's why I am writing this X plus Y here also, X plus Y here also. Let them come from anybody, but they are present here only. That's but Br minus is exclusively from AgBr, X is exclusively from AgCl. So, but when you count the KSP, see Ag plus into Cl minus, Ag plus is how much? X plus Y. Cl minus is how much? X. Whereas AgBr, Ag plus is X plus Y, Br minus is Y. Now you have to divide both of them. Okay, then you will get the final answer. Okay. See, when you divide both of them, okay, what you have to do, you have to divide both of them, then you will get the simultaneous solubility. See, here this is equation 1 and equation 2. KSP is equal to X plus Y whole square. Okay, this is one equation. Actually, we got two variable. So, we can say X plus Y is equal to square root of. Otherwise, whichever is comfortable, you can take this as equation 1 or you can take this as equation 1. That is one variable. And if you divide both of them, X plus Y and X plus Y will get cancelled. So this is the second equation you will get. Okay. So once you found X and Y, X is the simultaneous solubility of AgCl, Y is the simultaneous solubility of AgBr. So both solubility will be less than the individual solubility, will be less than the individual solubility. Okay. Okay. Simply what we have done, both equation added. Okay. Just a minute. Here simply we have added the both equation and we got the answer. Okay. We have added both equation. We got two equations. Note down this. Then we will go for one question. Okay, this is the question. Equal volumes of zero point 0.04 moles molarity CaCl2. Again, same problem is that equal volumes. Okay, sorry. Okay, now see here. Equal volumes of 0.04 CaCl2, 0.0008 molarity Na2SO4 are mixed together. Okay, will we get precipitate? This type of question we have done, and equation also I am giving here. KSP of CaSO4. CaSO4 KSP is 2.4 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay, so our aim is to find out Q of CaSO4. It is equal to calcium 2 plus into SO4 2 minus. Okay, Ca2 plus into SO4 2 minus. Ca2 plus is equal to concentration of CaCl2. So 0.04 as equal volumes are given. Therefore, it will be 0.04 divided by 2. SO4 is coming from the Na2SO4. That's why 0.0008 again by 2. Then on simplifying, you will get some Q. Okay. Then you will compare it with the KSP. So I think this will be 0.2 and this will be point cutting down. Okay. Q will be 10 to the power of minus 2 into 8 into 10 to the power of, here it is going to be minus 4. So 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Here Q is much more than or less than, sorry, less than. Here it is 10 to the power of minus 5. and here it is 10 to the power of minus 6. Okay. So this can be written as 24 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So this is more. Okay. KSP is greater than Q. Therefore, no precipitate will be forming. Okay. Note down this question. Okay, next question. Calculate concentration of OH minus in solution after 50 ml of zero point 0.2 molarity MgCl2. Okay, MgCl2 when added with NaOH, what it is going to form? MgOH whole twice plus 2 NaCl. Okay, for balancing purpose, we have to take 2 NaOH. We have to take how many NaOH? 2 NaOH. Okay. Now, let us first of all, we should confirm whether it is soluble or insoluble. Okay. Sorry, precipitate forms or not. Okay. If precipitate forms, then we can use this one. If precipitate not forms, we can find out the OH concentration very easily. Okay. So let us take concentration of magnesium 2 plus into concentration of OH minus whole square. That we should calculate Q first. Magnesium concentration will be 0.2. Okay. And OH minus concentration will be same here. Equal volumes are given. So there is no problem. By 2. Okay. Into, and here it is going to be 0.4 divided by 2. Okay. So this and this will get cancelled. This will be 0.2. So 0.1 into 0.2, that is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So here it is, Q is very, very higher than the KSP. That's why from this only you will calculate. Simply what you will do, KSP. KSP is equal to 4S cube. This is of AB2 type. What is this? AB2 type. Okay. So if you find out solubility, 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 11 is equal to 4S cube. So it can be written as 12 into 10 to the power of minus 12 is equal to 4S cube. Okay. So this 12 can be written as how much? 4 3s. Yeah. So 3 into 10 to the power of minus 12 is equal to S cube. Like that you can calculate almost S. So S itself, 2S will be the concentration. 2S will be the concentration of OH minus. Okay. So that's it, answer. Okay, here you are given with will a precipitate formed appearing to be very same, but it is not. See here it is related with pH is equal to 9. Okay. So from the pH is equal to 9, you have to calculate OH minus concentration. And from here you have to relate magnesium concentration. That is the hint. Okay. You can try. Okay. Here you are given with the MgOH whole twice. Okay. From that what we can find out? Concentration of Mg2 plus. Concentration of Mg2 plus will be 0.002 molarity. Okay. And pH is adjusted. So from the pH what we can come to know, H plus is equal to 10 to the power of minus 9. So to make it total as 10 to the power of minus 14, OH will be 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay. Now we have to find out Q. Q of MgOH whole twice will be equal to concentration of Mg2 plus into concentration of OH minus whole square. Okay. So concentration of MgO2 plus is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into OH minus is 10 to the power of minus 5 and it is whole square. Okay, OH 10 to the power of minus 5 whole square. So 2 into it is 10 to the power of minus 10 and 3 10 to the power of minus 13. Okay, so this is Q and what is given KSP is given as 8.9. Okay, so to make it similar, I will write it as a 89 into 10 to the power of minus 13. So when you compare this, KSP is greater than Q. Therefore, solubility product is more. Therefore, no precipitate will form. No precipitate will form. Okay. Note down this. Then we will go for the next question. Okay. Next question is given. You are given with 10 to the power of 5 molarity NaCl solution. Okay. And 10 to the power of minus 8 molarity AgNO3. They are mixed in 1:1 volume. That means equal volumes. Predict whether AgCl will precipitate or not. If solubility KSP of AgCl is 10 to the power of minus 2 and AgNO3 is 10 to the power of minus 10. Okay. So let us find out about AgCl. Okay, concentration of Ag plus is 10 to the power of minus 8 and concentration of Cl minus you will get it from the NaCl because NaCl is having Cl and it is how much it is 10 to the power of minus 5. So 10 to the power of minus 5 by 2 because 1:1 equal volumes. Okay. Now I will find out again Q. Q will be concentration of Ag plus into Cl minus. So this is going to be 1 by 4 into 10 to the power of minus 14. Minus, sorry, not 14, it is minus 13. This is 1 by 4 into 10 to the power of minus 8 from the silver and 10 to the power of minus 5 from the chlorine. Therefore, 0.25. 1 by 4 means 0.25 into 10 to the power of minus 13. Okay. And here it is solubility product of AgCl. AgCl in 10 to this is 10 solubility product is how much 10 to the power of minus 10. Okay, so this is molarity of AgNO3, so you don't worry about that. So here it is 10 to the power of minus 3 and here it is 10 to the power of minus 10. Therefore we need not to worry about the precipitation. It is less, Q is less than the, or it can be written as 25 into 10 to the power of minus 15 even. Okay, so always this Q is less than the K. Therefore, precipitate will not form. Okay, I think all of you understood the every question. So to keep studying with the enthusiastic this type of usage of the technicality for the better understanding will always be a habit at the WHChem. Don't forget to share this channel and don't forget to watch this channel daily. Daily you should visit this channel at least half an hour. You should make it as a habit. Then only your education will be wonderful. Okay. I hope you all will do that and have a better future. Keep visiting WHChem. Keep studying from the WHChem so that you can score better marks. Okay. See you. Bye bye.